look at what the global market did yesterday as well, and how it closed. The US strong footing that was there in terms of the move that we saw for Dow Jones, S&P 500 closing with gains of more than 1%, while Nasdaq closed with gains of more than 2.3%. As of now, looking at the stock futures, yes, a little bit unchanged, but obviously we've seen a very sharp run up that came in the markets yesterday on the Wall Street specifically. 500 points is the gain that one saw coming in for Dow Jones, and that overall the sectors that were gaining yesterday in the US market, we did have the consumer service sector, technology, as well as consumer goods that did quite well. So yes, strong gains there. Best performers were some of the names like Kisco, which saw a gain of almost 6% coming in on the move. Nike too gained almost 5% in trade. What didn't do well yesterday was Procter & Gamble. That saw a decline. Merck & Company, that was also a bit among the worst performers, as well as Verizon Communication, that was seeing a bit of a fall there. On the specific side of Nasdaq also, we saw good moves coming in from Quantum Biopharma for the Nasdaq. So that saw a strong gain of almost a very sharp rise in the performance over there. So keeping an eye out on Nasdaq, because that was among the best performers in the Wall Street. 2% uptake. So tech stocks surely were the ones moving. Walmart managed to close at an all-time high level yesterday. They had reported the numbers also last week. So keeping an eye on overall in terms of the US markets. But looking at overall the European markets, let's look at that, where that ended as well. Closed slightly before the US market, but closing on the strong footing as well. Positive side, 1.6% gains for the DAX. Almost 1% of gains for the FTSE that we saw coming in, and cooler than expected inflation data coming in across the globe is something that we're watching out for. US inflation print was also better than what the street was expecting. So that is why that up move is what we are seeing, and that even came through in the European markets. Cheryl, so not a bad day, and we are getting a decent handover right now from the Nifty implied open for the Indian markets. Well, 0.6% of uptick. So not a bad start that we are hoping for today.
Yes, hopefully not a bad start that we are hoping for. But if you look at what crude markets did, actually in overnight trade, you saw a good jump coming in for the crude markets. And this on back of the fact that the US economic data actually allayed fears of a recession. So you saw the markets, or rather the crude prices jump about $1 per barrel for each, be it Brent crude or, for the matter of fact, for NYMEX crude. But this morning, both of them are actually trading slightly lower in the Asian market trading. If you can look at the prices of that, so your Brent crude that's hovering around $80.88 per barrel, while you had WTI crude that's trading at around $77.93 per barrel. But what's key to note is the fact that despite that, the crude markets is all set to post a second weekly gain actually coming in for the week so far. Brent crude has seen an uptick of about 1.6%. WTI crude has seen an uptick of about 1.5%. Apart from that, if you look at the gold market and what gold is doing, is trading pretty flat right now. You saw a strong US economic growth actually, and you saw that the strong US economic growth that sort of eased the fears of recession. So on back of that, you have gold that is pretty muted in trade, hovering around that $2,457 per ounce. So that's the way how the crude market as well as the gold market is doing at this point in time, Vinny.
Okay, but a lot of...
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.